Hello children, welcome to another class of computer lesson. Today we are going to learn about the remaining portions in this chapter. So let's start. So first, how to manage the Windows desktop. So the first topic is managing the Windows desktop. Managing the Windows desktop. Right, managing the Windows desktop. Then, there are some features in the Windows 7. That means, when multiple windows are open in the desktop, it is very difficult to search an application or open an application which is placed in the desktop. That means when multiple windows are open in a desktop, so it is difficult to open an application which is placed in the desktop. So Windows 7 have a feature to solve this problem. First one is Aero Peak. First feature is Aero Peak. P-E-E-K. Aero Peak. Aero Peak allows you to see the applications behind the windows placed on the desktop. Aero Peaks allows you to what is placed on the desktop behind all the windows. Aero Peaks is a feature which allows you to what is placed behind the windows. What is placed behind the windows. What is placed on the desktop. Behind the windows. Behind the windows. So that is Aero Peak. Aero Peak allows you to see what is placed on the desktop behind all the windows. So in our Windows 7 desktop, so just imagine this is the Windows 7 desktop. There is an icon which is present at the right side of the desktop. That icon name is Show Desktop Icon. Show Desktop Icon. So, if you want to see the applications which is placed in the desktop, move the mouse pointer to the Show Desktop icon. What is that? Move the mouse pointer to the Show Desktop icon. Move the pointer of the Show Desktop icon. Move pointer over the Show Desktop icon. Show Desktop icon. Move the pointer of the Show Desktop icon. Then, when we move the pointer to the Show Desktop icon, all the windows will become transparent like a glass pane. All the open windows will become transparent like a glass pane. That means we can clearly see the applications placed on the desktop. That's the feature of Aero Peak. So Aero Peak is what? It allows you to see what is placed on the desktop behind all the windows. Then, if you want to hide all the windows permanently, you can, so that you can desktop. So if you want to hide all the windows permanently, just click on the show desktop icon. Then if you want to reappear all the windows, so just click the window show desktop icon once more or again. So to hide all the windows permanently, so you can work on the desktop, click on the show desktop icon. To unhide all the windows, click on the show desktop button again. That's the feature of what arrow pick. Next is arrow shake. Arrow shake. Arrow shake means you can shake to a window to minimize all other windows except the window you are shaking. Arrow shake means what? You can minimize all other windows to shake a window except the one you are shaking. So arrow shake means you can shake a window, you can shake a window, except you can shake a window to minimize all other windows, except the one you are shaking, except the one you are shaking. So that is arrow shake. Arrow shake means you can shake a window to minimize all other windows except the one you are shaking. That means shaking a window means holding the window from title bar, moving to the top screen or moving to the left or right rapidly. Holding the window title bar from the title bar and moving to the left and right. Then next is arrow snaps. So next feature is arrow snaps. Arrow snaps. Arrow snaps. S-N-A-P-S. Arrow snaps. Arrow snaps means we know how to maximize or minimize the window. For example, this is the window and there is a button here. So if you want to maximize, you can click the maximize button. That means it maximize the window. So also there is a restore button. So to minimize the window. So there are two options, say maximize and restore. So arrow snaps means without using restore button or maximize button, you can reduce or increase the size of the window. That means you can maximize or restore the window without using maximize or restore button. You can, so arrow snap means you can maximize or you can maximize or minimize the window without using, you can maximize or minimize the window without using maximum or maximum or restore button. Maximize or restore button. Restore button. So this is aero snap. So first is aero peak, second is aero shake, and third is aero snaps. Aero peak means it allows you to see the applications placed on the desktop behind all the windows. Second one, aero peak, it allows you to shake a window to minimize all other windows except the window that you are shaking. And third one, aero snaps, you can restore, maximize the window without using maximize or restore button. Then let's see how to maximize the window or how to restore the window without using it. Maximize the window means there is, so here point inside a title bar, then drag into the top screen. Point into the title bar and then drag to the top of the screen. Then minimize means just double click the window. It will restore the previous situation. Then next is taskbar preview. Taskbar preview. Taskbar preview. Taskbar preview means it is the thumbnail images of the windows which is attached to the taskbar. Thumbnail images of the open windows which is attached to the taskbar icon. When you point to a taskbar, the thumbnail image of the open window related to that appears, that icon appears temporarily. So, taskbar preview means what? It is a thumbnail image. Images of the open windows. Images of the open windows. Thumbnail images of the open windows. Then we add this taskbar preview which is attached to the taskbar and attached to the taskbar. So when we point the mouse to a taskbar or a thumbnail image, a temporary icon will be appeared in the screen. Then when you point to the thumbnail of an open window, a temporarily full-sized image will be appeared, and move the mouse away to make that window disappear or click on to open it permanently. Then next part is, or moving to next section, that is ending a window session. Ending a window session. Ending a Windows session. That means if you completed your work on the computer, you have to shut down the computer. Yes, we know how to shut down the computer. That means in the desktop there is a start button. So click that start button and there is a shutdown option. So just click the shutdown option and finally the computer is closed. Right? So if your work is completed, you have to shut down. Right? So there are also some other options in the right arrowhead of shutdown options. So did you observe it? So let's see what happened. So first one is restart. First one is what? Restart. Restart means all the and that means shut down the computer and it restarts again. Shut down, all the programs gets closed and Windows is shut down, and finally it restarts again. So restart means programs gets closed, programs gets closed, then Windows shut down, Windows shut down, and then restart again, restart again. So that are the three steps. Programs get closed, Windows shut down and restart again. Then lock. Lock means leave all the programs as they are, and then it displays the window screen. So if you want to open it, just click on that window screen or just click on the user icon. So next one is what? Lock. First shut down, Windows shut down, and then second restart. So first one is restart, and then lock. Lock means leave all the programs as they are, leave all the programs as they are, and it displays a window screen, welcome screen or desktop screen. So if you want to open it, just click on the any user icon. That means lock, leave the programs as they are, leave the programs as they are, leave the programs, leave the programs as they are, and displays the welcome screen. Displays welcome screen. So leave the programs as they are and displays the welcome screen. That is the operation of a lock. So if you want to unlock, just click any user icon in the desktop. Then third one is sleep. Sleep means all the active programs or operations are stored in the memory and it's go to a low state mode. After that, if you want to woke up the computer, just click or move the mouse pointer or press any key in the keyboard. So third one is what? Sleep. Third one is sleep. Sleep means all the programs you opened is saved in the memory. Active programs saved in the memory. Saved in the memory. Saved in the memory. Then the sleep put into a, or the computer put into a low power state. Low power state mode. Low power state. So active program saved into the memory. Then it goes to a, that means computer goes to a low power state mode. Then if you want to woke up the computer, just click on the mouse pointer or mouse button or press any key in the keyboard. Click mouse button or click or press key. Press any key. So that is the third. So active program saved in the memory, low power state, click mouse button or press any key. Then next is hibernate. Hibernate means put all your documents in the hard disk and then finally it shut down. All programs or documents put in your hard disk, and then finally turn off your computer. So third one sleep, and fourth one is hibernate. Hibernate. Hibernate means what? Put your documents and files into the hard disk. Put documents, programs into where? Hard disk. Then put documents into the hard disk. Then after that it turns off the computer. Then turns off computer. So sleep, active program saved in the memory, low power sleep mode, click mouse button or press any key to wake up the sleep mode. Then from the sleep mode, hibernate means put the documents or programs into the hard disk and then turn off the computer. The next is taking care of the computer. Next is taking care of the computer. Taking care of the computer. Okay. So it's an important thing to take care of the computer. That means we have to protect the computer from virus, for any other harmful worms, etc. So we have to take care of our computer. So let's see how to take care of our computers. So first one is disk cleanup. Disk cleanup means by using the regular working on the computer, or by using some internet, there are some harmful files will be downloaded in our computer. So to avoid that, we have to clean up the disk. That means we have to remove the unnecessary files. We have to remove the unnecessary files for protecting our computer. That means by the over usage of computer or internet, there are some unnecessary files were installed in our computer. Maybe some unnecessary files installed on your computer. So for avoiding that, have to clean up the disk. That means it occupies more space and it also sometimes harmful to our computer. So we have to remove or clean up the computer. So let's see how to clean up. So the first one is disk cleanup. First one is disk clean up. Disk cleanup means search the unwanted files and then clean that file from the disk, from the drive. For example, select C drive and then there are some unwanted files. So select that unwanted files or unnecessary files and then just clean up it. Unwanted or unnecessary files. And then remove it. Remove it. Right? Okay. So it's become free up the space. It's become free up the space. So let's do it. First, click the start button. First, click the start button and then search click the start button and in the search box type disk cleanup and then we get a list of results. In the list of results, then click disk cleanup. So first click start button, then search disk cleanup and then after that disk cleanup or click the disk cleanup. So first click start button. Second one, search disk cleanup. Then there is a dialog box appears. So search the drive you want to clean up. For example, just select C drive and select the files you want to remove from here. So first click start button, then search clean up, search type disk cleanup. So we search disk cleanup and then a dialog box appears. So look at the picture. This dialog box contains, just select the drive and after that you have to select the files you want to remove it. Then finally clean up the unwanted files. So that means clean all the unnecessary files from our computer. So it becomes many free space. Then next is defragmenting the hard disk. Next is defragmenting the hard disk. Defragmenting the hard disk. So defragmenting the hard disk. Defragment means sometimes after continuous use of the computer becomes slow down. Sometimes after the continuous use of the computer becomes slow down. This is because fragmentation. This is because fragmentation of files. For example, suppose your school shirt in one room, trousers in another room and socks in another room. So next day you have to find all the things for going to school, right? So it will take very long time for searching all the things and you will be late, right? So in the same way, if the computer file are placed in different parts, it will be difficult to search all the parts and then work with the CPU. So if the parts which is placed near the hard disk or near the processor, it become very easy to work. So defragmentation means is the process of rewriting parts of all the files adjacent places on a hard disk. That means now your file is one place and computer can speedily access the files and work on it. So first of all, let's go to the definition of fragmentation. Fragmentation is the scattering of parts of the same file over different areas of the disk. Fragmentation is the scattering of parts of the same file. Scattering of parts of the same file over different areas of the disk. Over different areas of the disk. For example, this is the disk and in different areas of the disk, the parts of same file will be placed. So it becomes very difficult to access all the files from here. So that is fragmentation. Scattering of parts. Scattering of parts of same file in a disk. Scattering of parts opposite to the fragmentation. So what is defragmentation? Just place all the files near to the hard disk. Place all the parts of the same file near to the hard disk. So it will be very easy to pick all the files and work with it. Right? Okay, so defragmentation means it is the process of rewriting parts of a file adjacent place on a hard disk. Now the file is one place. Now all the file are at one place and computer can speedily access the data. So defragmentation means what? Process of writing writing all parts of the same file in one place, and so that the file can be accessed very easily. So let's see how to do the defragmentation. So first of all, go to start button, then search for defragmentation. Disk defragmentation. Disk defragmenter. So type disk defragmenter. Then a dialog box opens. So drives are open. So just select the drive and then after that defragment disk. Click the defragment disk. Then next is using an antivirus. So before come to this topic, let's discuss about virus. Have you heard about virus, worms, etc.? Yes. Then what is virus? Some harmful programs which affect our computer to destroy the data. So what is a virus? It is a computer program. Simply, it is a computer program with harmful intention. That means it is a computer program to destroy our data. So that is the virus. So the definition of virus is computer viruses are harmful computer programs developed with harmful intention. So computer viruses are computer programs with developed for harmful intentions. Then let's see how a virus affected in a computer. So that means when we download some unsecured files or another one is using a pen drive, a virus affected pen drive, or some data from disk, that means infected disk or infected pen drive, or downloaded from the internet. So these are the ways to enter the virus into the computer. So this virus becomes very harmful to destroy our data. So a clean computer can get virus from the source, like first some data downloaded from the internet, that means unsecured files, or otherwise copy some files from a virus affected pen drive or a disk or whatever the storage devices. It will also become affected to the computer. Then next is, what is spyware? Spyware means spyware is a software that is installed secretly in our computer without our permission. That means without the permission of the user. Spyware means it is a software. It's also a set of programs and it is installed on the computer without the permission of the user or without the permission of the person. That means it is secretly installed on the computer. That is known as spyware. So the definition of the spyware is a software that is installed secretly on the personal computers without the knowledge of or permission of the user. It gathers information about him while he or she navigates internet. That means it collects the information of that person details while he or she using the internet. So what is a spyware? Spyware is a software that is a user, and while they using computer, while they using internet, they secretly gather information from there. Then next is what is a worm? Worm means it's also another type of malicious software, and it have the capability or ability to replicate themselves. Replicate themselves means it has the ability to multiply multiply in many times. That means self-replication. It have the property of self-replication, and it does not affect the data, but due to this multiplicate affection, it destroys the computer network. It destroys it slow down the computer network. Slow down the computer network. So the definition of worms are: worms are malicious software applications designed to spread via computer network and slow down the computer. So worms means it's also a malicious software. It have the ability to multiplicate themselves. That means it's spread very easily and it affect to other files which is attached on the computer, so that it slow down the computer network. Then next is antivirus software. So what is an antivirus software? We know virus. So we have to avoid the virus problem. So there is a solution, that is antivirus software. It is against the virus. So there is a software identify the infected virus on your computer. That means it scans the computer and identify the virus and then it clean up. So antivirus software means it is a software against the virus, and then what is its use? It scans our computer data and then find out the virus and then clean up. Right? So the definition is: antivirus software identifies the virus infected files on your computer and clean them up. Various examples of antivirus softwares are Norton antivirus, McAfee, Penicillin, Kaspersky, etc. So there is an example, or there is how to use a Norton antivirus program. So let's see. First, this is an antivirus software. Its name is Norton. So first, open the Norton software and then there is a window will appear. So that there is a option that is scan now. So click on that scan now, and finally all the files are scanned. After that, the scan drive, select all the drives and scanning it. Then after, it select the virus and then remove it. Okay, so antivirus software, its name is Norton antivirus program, and first so what is the name of that antivirus? Norton antivirus program. Norton antivirus program. Okay, so first open the Norton antivirus program. First open the Norton antivirus program. Open the Norton antivirus program. Then Norton windows will appear. Norton windows will appear. Then after that, click scan. After that, click scan now. Click scan now option. antivirus program. Then a new window will appear. Then scan the option. Then scan the drives, and finally after that scan all drives. Okay. Then next is searching for files. Searching for a file means if you want to search a file, how to search a file, that's the thing. How to search a file. To search a file or a folder, first go to start button, then type the file to be searched, and then there is a list of files will appear, then select that file. So what are the things we have learned today? First, managing the Windows desktop. So the three features, arrow peak, arrow shake and arrow snaps. What is arrow peak? Arrow peak allows you to see the applications or what you placed on the what you placed on the desktop behind all the windows. Allows you to see what is placed on the desktop behind all the windows. That is arrow peak. The next is arrow shake. Arrow shake means arrow shake allows to shake a window to minimize all other windows except that one you are shaking. And third one, arrow snaps. Arrow snaps means you can maximize or minimize the button. Minimize without using maximize or restore button. Then taking care of computer disk cleanup. We have discussed disk cleanup, fragmentation and defragmentation. Then next, what is virus? Virus means a computer program with harmful intention. Then next, we have discussed spyware. Spyware is a software which is installed on the computers very secretly without the knowledge of the user. Then worm is a malicious software and its the ability to replicate themselves. Then antivirus software identifies the virus, and then it identifies the virus infected files and then clean up. Then here there is an example of opening a noted antivirus program. Then at last we discussed about searching for files. This is a simple step, just search or type the search file in the search box, and finally there is a list of search file will be appeared on that screen. Then select your desired files. So these are the things we have learned today. Our chapter 3 is over. So thank you.